Hey again, GF crew. I'm just going to go through a squat with you now in some technique tips. So for most of you, you should know how to squat. If you are new and you sort of haven't got to, oh my God, I don't think I'm feeling it in the right muscles. This is how you do a correct squat in the classes we do. So I've got a stool here, just to show how far you should be getting down and how to do it. So from a front stance, feet should be just wider than your hips, yes? Sometimes we go wider and wider. But the main thing is when you are squatting down that your knees are tracking your toes. So they shouldn't be in like this or out like this. So your toes are slightly turned out, just sort of out to the sides. And when you squat back, your knees track everything in line. This will protect your knees and your hips. Otherwise you'll start to get sore knees. Chest is always up, so we don't tip forward when we squat. So side profile, here I'm nice and tall, weight is in my heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes the whole time you're doing a squat. Chest up, if you haven't got weights, just hands by your sides. All you do is shift your hips back and down towards that seat level, yeah? Wiggle the toes, chest is up, reach forward if you need to counterbalance, like so. Back is nice and flat, eyes are up, thighs parallel to the floor. That is your range. Then all you do is push through the heels. So if you've got a seat, toilet is a good place to practice. Feet just out from that seat, chest up, touch the seat and rise. Touch the seat and rise. If you find that too hard, sit down and rise, because that will train your muscles to work correctly in that squat position. If you've got a bar on your back, you keep the chest up, right? So try not to do this. See, my bum doesn't come anywhere near that seat, and you're leaning forward, putting pressure on your lower back. So keep the core tight, eyes up, on the horizon they say, so straight out, elbows under the bar, touch that seat and rise, keeping everything nice and strong. When you get to the top, try not to lock your knees straight out. Keep them slightly bent. That will keep the pressure in your muscles, not your knees, yes? So come down, squat, soft knees at the top. Down, soft knees. What I don't want to see is this. See how the knees come forward of your toes? You're putting pressure on your knees, so make sure weight is back, wiggle those toes, squat back and lift. Squat and lift. We keep the plate at the collarbone and elbows in classes, which keeps your chest up. So if you keep them here, it keeps your chest lifted. Rather than if you bring it down to here, sometimes this happens. You're tipping forward from the hips. That's not good. So here, plate, sit and push through the heels. Knees are still soft at the top. You don't lock them straight out. Always core tight. And that's how you're going to work your quads. By taking it wider and wider again, we start to work into the glutes and the outer glute. That's why we do wider squats and sumo squats like we do in the HIIT strength class. Once again, knees should track out and then push through the heels. Track out and push through the heels. Side view, legs are still wide, I'm still sitting back and up, yep? Can't tell about the legs, but the side profile's there. There we go, that's how you can squat. Keep practicing every time you go to the toilet. Do 5 squats, maybe after you go to the toilet. And then you'll get better at those squats. Thanks for watching, and comment below to see how you go with those technique tips. Bye.